can we look at the conclusions again? Okay, so we just said that the purpose of the conclusion is to wrap up your text. That was Sakumi's idea. And what was it, Haruka's idea? Yeah? To add your opinion.
You can also make like a connection with the readers.
Connection with the reader is very good. We didn't add that. Haruka, do you want to add that to that point over there? So we have to wrap up your text, to add your opinion. We said restate your thesis, and Taila is adding also to connect to the reader. Add connection to the reader. Okay? And what we were saying, that the conclusion and the introduction becomes like a sandwich. That the introduction and the conclusion are the bread, and the paragraphs in the middle are the meat or the vegetables or the yummy stuff that's inside. Okay? So, how do we restate this thesis? Okay? And we just started looking at the conclusions that everybody typed up yesterday. Tobin started with a sentence that connects to his first sentence. Remember, in your introduction, you would have a hook sentence or a quotation or a question, something that started. So Tobin started like that, yeah? And therefore makes a connection to the introduction, okay? The author explains both the lovers have a strong feelings in details, okay? So he's making the connection with the thesis, all right? So that is a good conclusion, okay? Yuri's essay was mostly on metaphors, right? So your conclusion was again focused on metaphors, but you now know that you need to get away from the metaphors because that's only in the body paragraph, right? So you would probably change that. Alan says the literary elements show how blind Romeo is to the girls he meets at first sight. Earlier girls that he has met earlier, right? But he's definitely not blind. Well, what are you trying to say over here? Oh, so love makes him blind. Okay? So, does it show how blind Romeo gets, not is, how he gets blind because of the girls that he meets. In other words, his judgment is clouded. Yeah? Okay? So Alan focuses on the literary elements, also help Romeo describe Juliet's beauty. Do they help Romeo, or do they help the author or the reader understand? The reader understand. You got to be careful who is doing what in your essay, yes? Romeo is the speaker. Romeo does not use metaphors. Shakespeare is the author. He's using the metaphors. Okay? So be careful that you don't write Romeo uses a metaphor to say something about Juliet, yeah? Because that does make sense, right? Okay? So you got to be careful here. Okay, Kuba. Sometimes a teenage love is mature or calm, sometimes it's tragic. Okay, a connection to your introduction and your thesis, good. Romeo is hypnotized. What a good word to use. Yeah? Okay, so that's something that you can use as well. Hypnotized and blinded by her beauty, and they want to get married. Yeah, immediately. Yeah, so you can talk about the urgency of puppy love. Yeah,
the urgency of puppy love.
Okay, they knew each other for a few hours and they already wanted to get married.